Good morning. Welcome to the Running Trucker. We are now in Chester this morning. This is our second drop, or second run, should we say. This is a multi-drop. It's a bit darker, but the sun is rising. It is 5:45 now. So what we're looking for, these are all going to be Tesco Extra. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's here on the left, maybe. So if it's on the right, I need to turn around somewhere. So, I'm pretty sure it's going to be here. It's here. Perfect. It's on the left. So, hazards on. We are a bit early on this one. So, like I say, it's 5:45, almost. We're due at 6. This is the only one with. It's the only one that's a storefront tip. This one. The others, again, they're extras, so they are small shops, but they've got car parks. The other two, albeit small car parks. So let's have a look here. I just want to check this risk assessment to make sure it does tell me to turn my fridge off. Yeah, so the tail lift is going to be just before this first big chunky stump. Would you call it stump where you live? I call it a stump, or bollard. It's no one's behind me. So I'm taking up this lane. So my tail lift wants to be tipping straight onto that curb. So I'm going to lower the tail lift down, make sure the actual ramp goes straight onto the curb. So next time you'll see some action is I'll put the other camera in the back of the trailer and we'll see the tipping. Because what I do, I stay in the trailer, and then there'll be 2 staff then just taking the stock, taking the cages off the ramp. Get out of here. Had to shoot off there quite quick. The Wobson's man was
message received.
Waiting, talking over there again. So yeah, about 30 minutes getting unloaded, but I had to wait quite a bit for them to come and help me. Turn right here. So it's 7:15 now. I'm only due to get to the other place at 20 past, and I'm going to be a bit late. It's going to be just after past by the time I get there.
Take third exit at roundabout.
That tells me a pause. But to be fair, that was the biggest drop of the day. Well, not of the day, of this run. Down here. So yeah, the next stop is Ellesmere Street. Oh, might be. I don't even know if it's Ellesmere Port or not, but it's only 7 miles away, 20 minutes. I should say, I'm not sure if I mentioned it. probably have. But on that time lapse, you'd have seen me unloading everything. There is a risk assessment, so I have to stay on the back of the trailer. I don't want anyone thinking I'm just not being helpful. I have to stay on the back of the trailer, and when I do that, I can get another cage on the tail lift, basically. Otherwise, it would slow the job up if I went down and started moving cages as well. So that's why I stay on top of the trailer. And you'll also notice once all the stock or all the load is off, they put the scrap cardboard on, man. When it was on the front of the shop, all the scrap, it looked a lot more than what it was. But by the time I've got it in and organised, wasn't too bad. So while they was loading that up, you didn't see on the angle, but in the trailer, I've moved the next drop all over to the left hand side, so I don't have to move all those cardboard cages off. I can't really do that for the last job, so the last job I'll have to take everything off, or the majority off. But luckily they've got a car park, and I have been to that one before. It is a bit of a tight squeeze to get in, but they've got plenty of room to mess about with cages, should we say. So I'll speak to you just before we get to the next job. So it is Ellesmere Port. Or maybe the outskirts of it, I'm not too sure. I think the area is called Sutton Arms. Or might be the road. Sutton Way. Sutton Arms might just be a pub. Let's have a look. So the good thing about the risk assessment diagrams, it just lets you know what the setup is there, what to expect when you pull up. Because I know I'll be driving into the car park. I'll be kind of blocking everyone that's parked up. I'll be blocking in, and then a member of staff then will have to be a banksman and instruct me on, well, I know how to reverse a truck, but they have to stand there and make sure obviously no pedestrians are walking across the back of me. Again, that's risk assessment there. They've got to stand at a certain point, and once I've made the manoeuvre, they go and tip me then, basically. But this isn't much of a tip. There's about five or six cages. So here it is on the left. So,
You have reached your destination.
Yeah, it's pretty empty. Yeah, I don't think I'll need anyone to stand at the back of me, to be fair. It looks like an old pub, so it was probably called Sutton Arms. So, as you can see, somebody's just parked right on the corner there. There's more and more people coming in. I'm just going to have to make the manoeuvre. Put my reverse blippers on. So it's not that much of a manoeuvre, really. See where them cages are there? That's where the yard is. Looks like. So I'll get it a bit over to this side of the hash mark. And I'll get set up for him. Simple as that. Right, so the sun is out now. But yeah, that took about 35 minutes. This is done. So let's get going. Should rock my shades.
Turn right.
There's a red light there, which is helping me. Let's go. So yeah, the last drop, and last job for the day is in Neston. So that's 8.5 miles away, 21 minutes. We'll get there about 20 to 9. And there's only 5 left on this. So there's about, I think there's about, I was going to say 7 pallets for this one, and then there's 5 for this last one.
In 500 yards, turn right.
You probably, I don't know if you could see or not from that time lapse, but once I offloaded, I shimmied all the last drop over to the front or the back of the trailer, I should say, and then backfilled all the cardboard in. Then so it took a couple of extra minutes. Turning right here. But it saves faffing about when we get to this next job. Again, it's got space like this place had. But yeah, I'd rather sort it now. So when I get there, it's just the 5 pallets off. You can squeeze 5 more cages. Sorry, I keep talking about pallets. Oh my god, can't get my words out. 5 cages off. I'll be able to put 5 cages back on of cardboard or whatever. I'll speak to you when I get there. Right, so we're almost there now. It's I don't know if it's actually next Neston village or town. I'm sure there'll be a sign when we get there. I think it's just, I don't know what it is. I'll be guessing. I don't know if Neston is the bigger area or if it's just the village. Like I say, this one is a bit more awkward because you're doing the manoeuvre on a live road. You're not driving into the car park first. So if anyone's parked opposite the entrance to the Tesco, it would be a bit awkward. Not even sure if it's double yellows or not, so I'm not even sure if they're allowed. But I just remember the first time I came, I've only been here once, but last time I came, I just remember thinking if somebody parks across there, it would make it about 10 times worse. Like I say, it's not a full size. It's not a full size trailer, like a 13 metre. This is only an 8 metre, so it is a lot easier to get into places. Yeah, I'm right up against the curb there, so you had to go on the curb to get past there. That's how tight it is. Yeah, I'm literally, about that far away from the curb. Yeah, I did have a different day the other day. I drove one of those Class 2 vehicles, and that was getting in some tight places. That I wish I was recording that day, but I was not. But I'm sure it'll come again. Right, there's nothing coming through here. This is a bit of a, of course it is. To wait here. Can you get through there? I'll start making my way up. It's a bit of a gap in traffic. It's just right here. Like I said, it's a bit of a side road. It's not like this main road.
Turn right.
There's the Tesco on the right here, in this corner.
You have reached your destination.
So there's a Sainsbury's parked there. I'm going to take me seatbelt off, hazard lights on. Says aiming for the hash marks, which is a good sign. A bit tight over there. Want to move it now. A bit tight against that fence. Right. Sorry about that. I couldn't get my camera out safely, should we say. So I'll do that next time. Yeah, so that was 20 minutes. That was dropped. 5 5 kgs off, and I think we put about 8 on. That's literally the last. I mean, that's back to the back door now. Just because he needed a bit of extra space, and he was asking, can I squeeze as much as I can on. Nice. Just going to reverse ever so slightly.
New message received.
It's getting a bit busy now. I'd say it's 9:10 now. So let's get going. Let's make a move. Hazards off, so I want to indicate. There's a car there now. You'll have to back up. There we go. So I'm going to get back to base roughly. I'm not sure if that's got traffic or not, but it's saying 10 to 10. So anyway, that's been a nice, looking over at the wrong place again. It's been a nice day, to be fair. That to be fair, I've not had any bad days yet. The longest day I've had was might have been my second week. I think it was the first week. To be fair, I think it was the first week. It was the Saturday of my first week. They're trying to give me different places, which is working because I'm not really doing that many repeats at the moment. But they wanted me to do different, like, you're going for a nice drive out today, here's a multi-drop, here's a class 2. So they get me to sample different things. I'm not allowed to go on a double-decker until I've been there for, I think it said 2 months. But anyway, the longest day was Portmaddock. They said that day we were going to give you a nice long run out today. That's pretty much the longest one. I think Aberystwyth actually is the longest one they go to. So yeah, it was a bit of a pain because I was still getting used to the nights. So I needed to have a rest before I got there. And just as I was about to set off, a mull of milk overtook me. It just passed me on the. I was on the lay-by. So I had to wait for that to get tipped first. So it's kind of added onto the day, and then so I ended up finishing about 1 o'clock. So it was like a 13-hour day. I've had nowhere near a 12-hour day since. So like I say, it was just a one-off. I'm usually finished around 11 o'clock. Done and dusted. But it's usually, I have finished as early as, I think it's about 9:30. I think the earliest I finished, or 9 o'clock. Turn your right here.
Turn right.
So you might have guessed, this isn't the uniform. I'm still waiting on my uniform. It's a bit like Stobart's now, where they have a central hub somewhere in the country. So they put my order through, and they're waiting for someone to pick my order and put it all in one box and send it. But each morning there's different boxes there for different people, new starters. So I think it's just a waiting game. Well, it is a waiting game. Doesn't matter. Not that fussed. I've got a few of these. Got a few of these cheap hoodies, a few cheap t-shirts. Cheap t-shirts. Like I said, there's no rush. So yeah, that's it for today, really. Nice, easy second half to the day. First half was even easier. It was just literally hour and a half, and I was back at base. Don't know if I mentioned it before, but I had to wait in the depot because I couldn't get to Chester. Chester was 6 o'clock drop. I think I mentioned that earlier. So I was waiting around then for took me break, my illegal required break, and then I was sat around there for another hour and a half. On top of that. Fair enough. So yeah, that's it for today. Nice, easy full day. 10-hour shift by the time I get back. By the time I tip, the RSU, if there's a bit of a queue, I could be pushing 11 o'clock finish, half 11. So yeah, could be a long day. But it's not. It's people have said in the comments as well, fridge work is the easiest type of work. I didn't know it was the easiest type of work, but I agree with them. There's no messing about, you know. Having arguments with people. Except the places I go to, they're happy to see me, you know what I mean? They're happy to take the goods and get rid of the rubbish. A lot of places, general haulage, they're not bothered if you get tipped in 5 minutes or 5 hours. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, I'm going to try and get a bit more variety in. Like I say, a lot of places are tight, so a lot of technical driving. Again, it'll all be Tesco. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm the sole supplier is Tesco. But the variety of different places that I go to. Yeah, some of the places that I've delivered to, especially overnight, like city centre. Yeah, Manchester city centre is not designed for HGVs. Even the class 2 when I went there, it was just, yeah, crazy. But yeah, I'll try and record that because in the city centre it'll be more lit, and you don't even need to see me as well. So. But yeah, the variety will be there. Plus I'll be adding a few extra videos, drones, things like that. I've got some more ideas. But I'm open to suggestions. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But otherwise, I will speak to you on the next one. See you later.